Welcome to Fly Guys. Join me for a quick review of the fairly new Capital One Lounge at Las Vegas Harry Reid International Airport. This review is part of a bigger trip where I traveled from Atlanta to Las Vegas and back in American Airlines First Class, stopped in Phoenix and checked out some lounges including the Chase Sapphire Lounge, stayed at a few Vegas hotels including the Waldorf Astoria and Fontainebleau, and visited more lounges in Las Vegas and at DFW on the way back. You can check out my reviews of all of those on my channel. Anyway, after visiting the fairly new Las Vegas Chase Sapphire Lounge at Concourse C, I took the Blue Line tram from Terminal 1 to Concourse D, where the Capital One Lounge is located. Concourse D opened in June 1998 with its first two wings, with the fourth and final wing opening in September 2008. The Concourse primarily serves domestic flights, but can also handle international flights along with Terminal 3. There are a few lounges located in the satellite building, including the Capital One Lounge, the American Express Centurion Lounge, the new Sidecar by the Centurion Lounge, the Club Lounge, and the United Club. The Capital One Lounge is a short walk from the tram station and up the main atrium of the building. It is located near Gate D50 and is open daily from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. It opened on February 21, 2025 and is the fourth Capital One Lounge to open in the network. There are currently only 7 Capital One lounges in operation across the country, including 2 Capital One landings, which feature a smaller boutique-style layout designed around a restaurant experience. When I arrived at the lounge around 5:30 a.m. on a Saturday, there was no line to get in. I accessed the lounge with my Capital One Venture X credit card. As soon as you enter the lounge, you'll be greeted by a wall of grab-and-go food and drink items opposite the check-in desk. The grab-and-go food selection was pretty extensive, with a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich and other pastries that you can bag up to go, salad and fruit cups and deli sandwiches, as well as some snacks like yogurt pretzels and banana chips. There's also a section called Refuel, which features coffee, soda, boxed water, and a variety of tea options. The main area of the lounge is located past the hallway. It is shaped like a jelly bean and opens up to views of the Concourse's central atrium, as well as some airside views. The lounge is a good size at around 8,200 square feet, and it has seating for about 135 guests. The bar and a smaller seating section are located to the right of the lounge, with bar seating, counter seating and loungers facing the atrium, and dining tables. At the end of this section is a drink station featuring tea, cold brew coffee and oat milk lattes on tap, as well as hot brewed coffee and soda water. More drinks are available at the bar, including craft cocktails created in collaboration with local bars and alcohol brands, as well as espresso drinks made with coffee from local brand Vesta Coffee Roasters, in addition to La Colombe coffee. If you walk left from the hallway, you'll pass the buffet area on your left, with desserts and seating across from it. Farther down is the beverage station, followed by a couple of private workrooms that you can reserve for 30 minutes at a time, and then a few more seating options with airside views. I really like the lounge's interior design. It's very relaxed and bright, and even though much of the design is consistent with the lounge's branding, you can still see some hints of local inspiration in the colors and design choices. The beverage station starts around the corner on this side, with a selection of teas from Art of Tea. That is followed by brewed coffee from Vesta and La Colombe, and an extensive selection of drinks on tap, including sparkling and still water, iced tea, lemonade, and lemon berry acai. There's also root beer, pineapple cream, and both regular and zero sugar cola. Looking at the desserts next, there's banana chocolate chip bread, stuffed donuts, and a strawberry Pop-Tart. They were serving breakfast during my visit, and the buffet included small individual plates of rye toast with herb cream cheese, a breakfast protein bowl, amaranth porridge, brown butter griddle cakes with blueberry lemon, chili crisp potato hash with soy chorizo, an asparagus mushroom and cheese frittata, a Greek yogurt parfait, and another rye toast, this time topped with salmon. I regret only getting to try the griddle cake because it was delicious, but I had already had a pastry before coming to the airport, and I just came from the Chase Sapphire Lounge before coming here, and I was also heading to the Centurion Lounge next. I'd actually also be served breakfast on the flight I was taking from here, so I didn't want to overdo it. Finally, the lounge has 6 gender-neutral restrooms, including accessible or ADA-compliant ones, located in the hallway between the entrance and the main lounge area. They were clean and a good size, and I didn't have any complaints. There are no showers in this lounge, but it does have a single quiet room with a sleep pod that guests can reserve for 30 minutes at a time, although I didn't get a chance to check that out. Overall, this is a solid lounge from Capital One. It offers a very relaxing space with great food and drinks, attentive and helpful staff, plenty of seating, and sufficient and clean restrooms, which is really what most travelers departing from Vegas will be looking for before their flight. I would rank the Capital One Lounge slightly higher than the Chase Sapphire because it's bigger and has actual windows with views. That said, the food, drinks, and amenities are pretty comparable between the two, so whichever is closer to your gate might really be the better consideration. I would still visit both if I had a chance. Stay tuned for my review of the American Express Centurion Lounge in Las Vegas coming up in the next few episodes. Thank you for watching and safe travels. Please make sure to like and subscribe.